Good morning everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It's been a super hectic week. Just got back from Singapore and don't mind my face. I think I have a few bruises still from my facial treatment yesterday. But we're on the way now to the garage because we have a shipment arrived from the US and we gotta check it out. We have some special parts for the RWB 997 Safari build, and we also have the connecting rods for the NSX engine. Finally, it's here. We had major issues with the shipment before and the parts that arrived. Apparently when you get the conrods, it needs some special bushings also, so we had to get the conrods remachined in the US, which meant I needed to buy another set and bush them in the US and then ship them over so that Titan can finally build my engine. I'm so sorry to Titan Works, to Titao and the team over there for having my NSX stuck on a lifter for almost a year, I think. But finally the last piece of the puzzle is here. The conrods are here, and this afternoon my driver will bring it to Titan. But right now we're gonna check on the parts for the RWB Safari Turbo, and after that we're gonna pick up one of my favorite cars so that we can bring it back to the condo so that we can use it. I had to have the air suspension checked briefly, and then we're gonna continue this vlog till tomorrow because I think we're gonna be able to finally test drive the 964 Targa RWB that we built for our client so that we can release that car also. And lots of things happening before I leave for Japan. I'm gonna do a 12-hour stint in Motegi this Sunday, so I'm hoping I can jam pack everything and finish many things before leaving, but trying to pump out one last vlog for you guys before I leave the country again. So we just have a fresh delivery, but the S-Class is here so that we can test fit the work wheels. Morning! Morning, oh! This is the mag for the S-Class. Test fit natin to. I need to know kasi anong gulong order natin eh. And hopefully, get everything in order. So Kevin is busy working on the Miata, and we have the new fender flare. This is the prior design S-Class that we built long ago, and it's finally back because the interior work is finally done. And this one has a starlight actually. It's for the NSX, and we had to machine these bushings here. Damn. Okay, 6 pieces. Okay, these are our headlight buckets. I think this is for the AEM kit. This is seals, the brake lines kasi I ordered aftermarket brake lines. This is sa Miata. This one. This one, I'm guessing that one, that's for... sa 993. This is for our Miata. Norman is just completing our parts for the Porsche. See what else we're missing. This is our hood vents for our Miata hood. Our carbon hood vents. So Miata din to. This would be for classic speed window. It's a window kit. That is, looks like a cable foot brake. Fender's almost coming off. So this is gonna be so interesting because this is our mold for the wide fender. Morning, pussycats. Hi, Shopcat. So here we're actually proceeding to do a wider version also. So what's happening is the tire is a flat spot, and the last thing you need is for the air to hit a flat spot because that's like almost sticking your hand out the window and feeling the air. So by having this little section here, we're able to guide the air smoothly around the flat spot and hopefully make the car more aerodynamically efficient. So Norman's gonna work on this car real quick, and we'll go pick up a car and we'll be back this afternoon. Morning! Picking up this baby. We had to add a purge valve for the air compressor because we had a leak on the main tank, so always love driving this car. This is gonna come back out to a cold start. Car's dirty. Hello, hello. Oh yeah. Traffic's so bad, and I'm running late. Hopefully we can cut across. Needs an alignment. It's been a while since I got it checked. I can tell because the steering feels heavy to turn, and we put tire pressure, or we put air in the tires already, so the tire pressure is correct. so it feels a little sluggish, and my AC doesn't feel super cool. So gotta check on that. It's been a while. Welcome back. What's happening? It's been ages since we brought out Ava because we were repairing some things and retuning the car. Pushing 460 at the wheel now. Okay. Oh wow, the clutch. Remember the clutch being so heavy, so I still need to delete some of the errors here. Got my race seat on. So the 997 GT3 RWB had a ton of issues. We ended up changing the intake to a Dundon intake Outback, hoping we can get more power, but we only got like just a few more horsepower and much more torque. So after I got the car back, we had a flat spot somewhere in the tuning, which is why I sent it back. And then the power steering system decided to leak, so we changed all the power steering lines. I should have gone with a electric power steering pump from Porsche rather than renewing the factory system. But the car is back. I had to drop it off fitment because the top mount from the air cup kit was knocking, and because they had to remove the struts and tighten everything. I have to do, I can hear it still knocking just a little, but that there's nothing much we can do. I do want to change the steering wheel. I find the Alcantara a bit tired already. Now we're supposed to have much more torque low down because of the Dundon intake, but yep, it feels interesting. So the boys at Elite Project Motorsports ended up making the throttle curve sharper, which means we don't have that flat spot anymore. Tuning wise, there wasn't much done to it, but by increasing the throttle response, we're able to get more power instantaneously. Pretty cool. This car sounds so good. I think this car needs an alignment too. This is so sketch. Okay, Norman is staring into the boot. This is the front axle and they're changing the boot now. We gotta remove everything. But I'm waiting for some guests so we can show them our carbon work and see if we can get a contract from them. So right now we already installed the hood also. That's our carbon hood, and the fender flares are coming off now so that we can mold them. Kevin's cleaning them up right now. And shout out to Nico for delivering the boxes for this car. We're gonna test fit the wheels also. Is it leaking air? And we have our little wheel display finally. I'm gonna order more of these so we can display some wheels all the way up to the upper wall, because we have a lot of wheels on display. Some beautiful Workmeisters here. Okay, let's check out the Starlight that we waited so long for. Oh my god, this chair is so high. It's a Starlight in it. Okay, that's definitely needs to be replaced. I wonder if this is rear? Probably rear. I'm guessing likod to. Okay, that looks like the front. Bring it to the front, please. Are you lowering na? Sige. Okay lang. Tukod sa loob? Oh, shit. Wala, that's too close. There's no way. Gulong pa lang, talo na tayo. Half inch. So 10 to 12 mm. Sige pa. Looks better, but parang kulang pa.
pa rin.
Yeah, magka-camber. But wala eh. Kailangan ko nipisan yung rear, oh.
3 centimeter.
3 centimeter. Mga half-inch pa rin yan, eh. So many issues with the offset for the S-Class. I gotta go back to the drawing board and find out what to do, but that's not working. We're mounting the front wheel now to the back to see if it's a better offset. My assistant really did a number on me for this one. So this is the front wheel that we're trying to figure out if it'll work. So if ever, what could happen is I'll just order one more front wheel and make it super thin. This is so bad. A nice thing is Norman fixed my steering wheel. Yeah, my steering wheel's not moving anymore. Going to garage 2233 so we can check on the Targa and see if they finally test drove the car, because I need to release that car tomorrow, if not Thursday. Running to the other side to check on a project. So we have the MRS here getting air suspension, and we're trying to figure out what to do with the air kit. So apparently we're missing a cover here that we need to rework, and then we have no space here because this is the motor. So the air management is going behind here. Okay guys, it is late in the afternoon. The Targa is out, which is a good thing, but we're going to call it a day and continue the vlog tomorrow. Love it, black on black, 50th anniversary. Good morning. Day 2 continuation, not coded. Taking out the 458 GT3. Hello, let's go. I have so much final work to catch up on. Cold start. Yesterday we were doing the S-Class and we had issues with the spacers and the offset of the wheel. So I ended up ordering some 25mm spacers from our good friends at H&R Philippines, and they're sending it to the car shop later, so we're gonna check on that. Check on our project, working straight on it. Morning! So Kevin's already making a pattern to find out how much variance we have. But visually, if you stand right here, you can see that the right vent line drops down and the opening in the middle is bigger than the distance of both left and right. Unlike this one's actually more straight. This is the correct side. That's the issue side. I actually don't know also if the lower opening is the same, so we're gonna check all that. And Kevin, after he makes the pattern, we'll find out what the dilly is. And right now, we are also putting the air tank here. We're gonna put the air management there in the corner. And we're gonna put the compressor right here. It's gonna be all separate, but it should work out. My other option is to just cut out the line completely. So if we can't save it, we're just gonna trim it out, and then Classic Speed has to pick up this bumper and paint it again. Here's Kev doing the stencil, and I'm a bit bummed about this because this car took so long with issues with the wheels, and we actually had to widen the kit twice. So it was a mistake from our car shop, and I'm trying to do right by the owner and try to finish it as soon as possible, but this is another instance of where I'm disappointed with myself. And because I'm a perfectionist, I cannot. You can see it from here how low that line is. Good morning, my babies. Camaro M4, but we're here to check the RWB, and I heard from Alfredo that they're sorting it out. The MRS bumper is gonna come up. Okay, so the car is here, and Alfredo test drove it to Carrera Cafe yesterday. He was saying we have an issue with fourth gear. and Josh is fiddling with the mirror. So the steering wheel is out right now and the sidings are open. Sound system sounds loud. I think the window needs to be adjusted also. We're gonna paint idlers on the rear tires. But the car has a stock engine, so this engine was completely rebuilt. It's a standard engine and no upgrades to the EFI or anything. And we don't have a horn also. Here's the list. Horn, side mirror, driver side loose, speedo not working, radio, no sound, antenna, fourth gear, my sabit, check idle, air controller, minsan may cutoff. Okay, I'm so happy. This car has been with me since God knows how long. One of my first 964s actually, and I'm excited to get this. Okay, let's do a quick test drive. One click. So we're having issues with the ABS though, so don't mind the light. Most crucial part is to test the air conditioning because we do live in Manila and aircon matters. Okay, door lock doesn't work. I don't think we're gonna make it too far. The car needs to be checked. The air suspension is not calibrated. The compressor won't turn on. According to our fitment app, we have no tank pressure. So I want to set the ride height first. This car hasn't been aligned also since we did the RWB, and the steering is hard. I don't know if the alignment is off, but we gotta do that. So test drive didn't go so far. I'm gonna leave the car here for fitment. We need to change the height of the shock and then get the compressor to work and then do a little alignment. If you can see now, the wheel is facing, the wheels are not aligned. So we're gonna leave this car with them right now and check on the S-Class project. That was the fastest test drive ever. The car is here now at fitment. The compressor apparently is not on, but we'll leave the car first because I want to fix the ride height. After that, we'll fix the alignment and then we'll go for a proper test drive. Something wrong with the power steering, it's so heavy, but the car looks so good. I'm kind of sad that I sold this car, but I can't keep everything and the owner really wanted this car, so I just want to make sure everything is set properly before we give him the car. And we're gonna jump in the car now and check on the other projects. Check out this new Caltech station, it's huge. But off to the garage. H&R said these spacers are being picked up already. I'm so happy they have stock of 30mm spacers. Who does that for a W221? Interesting that they had stock of both 20, 25, 30, and I think up to 35 if I'm not mistaken. But we're going subtle and trying the 30s first. The issue is the front wheel offset is too big. So we're gonna try to install this real quick. This is the carbon hood. We installed it yesterday for Ronald to see, but we haven't bolted it down. It's so light, I love it. Extra brake pads for the rear and our intake. This should be super easy. Breather cap, these need to go somewhere, so this basically slides down in there. Maybe we'll leave that first. Do the intake pipe first. Okay. Norman is finishing up our front drive shaft for the 997 turbo, and we had a tear in the boot and he's completing that. We're going to be installing the AIM intake right now, and hopefully this one goes on without a hitch. We did cover it just so it doesn't get dirty from the sanding. I'm gonna pre-tension just to get things to sit and study it. The clamps are very nice because they're black, but I don't know if we can use the full kit because we do want to muck about the radiator angle. Just for now, we can mock it up because I can copy this later on. So that's gonna go there. We're gonna tighten this down also. And then this hose would go here. Oh my god, we need a new hose. That's short, but technically we should have a catch can. Yeah, there. We'll just do that for now, just so that we have a hose. Yes, So, okay, this is the air map sensor, and that goes there, because that plugs there. So, bolt that down. So, while John's doing that, I'm gonna get the hood vent. That's next up on our install. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, next up is the hood cutout. Okay, I'm gonna try to mark it to be behind the strut line. Okay, close please. And then closer to the middle. And then we'll measure everything. So, this is to help bring out heat from underneath the hood, cool down our motor. I like the way these louvers are shaped. We have the fins going backwards. So what's happening is the pressure of the air is going to help pull the hot air out from under the hood. And these were bought from Flying Miata. So you guys can get this for your standard hood. And then eventually, I think we're going to cut this open here also so we can do the S-duct for the radiator. Once the bumper gets removed, I can study how to lean the radiator forward. And that is the next steps to the development. Just waiting for our laser so that we can align everything. Just looking at the Flying Miata website, they have the diagram here of the high pressure, low pressure area. So I don't know if I want to have it back or forward. I'm going to ask my aerodynamicist, Jed. But for now, these spacers arrived for the S-Class, so we're going to move project. Oh my god, I'm so surprised that H&R had stock of these spacers. I don't know who orders these for this car in particular, but they're nice, they're hub-centric, so definitely very important for anything high performance. And comes with some bolts. Stud bolts might be too long. I need to order new bolts. It's a problem. Too long. Okay, abort. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end the vlog. I just caught up with Norman to find out what parts are missing still for the 997 Turbo. I talked to Steven also about displaying this car in the International Auto Show in October. And then I spoke to the owner also to order some new wheels for the S-Class. So much work happening, and I'm off to Japan tomorrow so I can race idlers. So I'll see you guys again in the other video.